So, heart rate is the number of times your heart beats in a given minute. The normal range is between 60 to 90. In some places, you'll find it 60 to 100. I prefer taking 60 to 90 as a safer range. All right. If your heart rate is going on the 90 or plus 90, uh, that is your resting heart rate, it's always advisable to take medical opinion. That medical opinion can be incorporated or can be um, taken into consideration while you are designing your exercise routine or exercise program. Okay, so that is there. Number two is if your heart rate is on the lower side. Now you will see, and it's there that healthy and fit individuals have a lower resting heart rate. In some cases, they would go as low as 40. Okay, it's because their heart muscles are more efficient and they're able to function properly. If you are not an active individual, if you have a sedentary lifestyle, and if you are on the lower side, then it's always advisable to take a medical opinion. All right, there is no harm; it will only help. Another term that is very often used in fitness is called as the maximum heart rate. Maximum heart rate is the maximum amount of times, number of times, that your heart can beat in a given minute. In order for us to arrive at that figure, there is a very simple calculation which is used across, and that is 220 minus your age. Okay, so that is how you get your maximum heart rate. Once you have identified your maximum heart rate and you are starting with an exercise program, it is advisable because um, at different levels of intensity, if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate, or you're an advanced, there is a certain percent of heart rate that it is advisable to be functioning at. For example, you have a moderate range, which is between 50 and 70, and you have an intense range, which is usually between 70 and 85% of your maximum heart rate. All right. So make sure when you're starting your training program, if you are just beginning your exercise routine, and you are decided to get into a healthy lifestyle, take care of these or pay attention to these. Remember, the goal is to strengthen yourself from within, because when you are strong from within, you can handle the workouts, you can handle the intensity. Your body is more there to support you. Okay, I have not seen across many places that these things are not taken into consideration. It is completely neglected. And in today's day and age, when you hear the number of cases happening, a simple thing like knowing your heart rate, a simple thing like knowing what's your maximum heart rate, a simple thing like calculating what's a range that you can work out in to make sure that you are strengthening your heart over a period of time, there's no harm. There is always, it's always has its benefits to it. Okay. So, um, so just take that step. Make sure that you prioritize yourself. Make sure that you are paying attention to these small things where you will see the results in a later period. I can give you a small example. I was training an individual who was 55 plus. The person did have a resting heart rate was normal, but the person was on certain medication. When you are having blood pressure or you are having high blood pressure, you will be on certain medication, which is like a beta blocker or a blood thinner. If you are on those medications, you need to be careful, because the reading that you are getting uh, is not a natural reading. It's more of a medical or medicated assisted reading, because you're taking the medication. So be careful. Take medical opinion. Give the information to your personal trainer or whoever is designing your training program, to make sure that the training program is designed around your existing condition, which will help you to progress over a period of time. Remember, you want to get into a healthy lifestyle to see a progression over a period of time. All right, you don't want to cause any adverse effects which are the opposite of the benefits. All right, so a simple thing, guys. Once again, it is always good um, to make yourself aware of the small changes that you can make, which can impact in a big way on the long run. So take care. Remember, um, transformation is not an overnight, is not a 3 months. Don't go for any quick solutions. It takes us time. So take your time, make yourself aware of the things that you require to help your trainer or yourself to design a good training program and an effective training program. All right. So make note of those. I hope I was able to share some of the information that I feel is very important. It's little information, but it's very important. And even by paying attention to something small like that, you can prevent yourself from many adverse effects, negative adverse effects. All right. And what is the easiest way? We all have a watch. Nowadays, smartwatches are on everybody's hand. It has an option for your heart rate. Switch it on. Make sure that you're using it during a training program so you can keep a check on your heart rate. There is, and yeah, and keep a track of it. So always remember, awareness leads to safer training, safer transformation process. So make sure that you follow a safe and a routine where you will see effective results. So for me, as always, train safe and stay fit. Take care.